Welcome to the Eric Avasar Show, where I am obligated to talk about the travesty that just occurred. Liverpool suffering by far its worst loss of the season, its first loss at Anfield in over a year, falling 3-2 to Swansea City. The Swans were at the bottom of the table today before the match started, and with the win, they're now out of the drop zone. So talk about the biggest of 3 points gained for the Swans and a massive 3 points lost for the Reds. I mean, how did this happen? Well, shoddy defending. As I mentioned earlier, Liverpool have the worst defense out of all the top teams, top 6 teams in the Premier League, and it showed today. Lovren, Clavin, dodgy at best. Nathaniel Klein did not look up to snuff. Of course, he had been fighting that rib injury, but give major credit to Swansea. I was calling for a blowout win here for Liverpool. Obviously, that did not happen, but Fernando Llorente, 2 massive goals. A guy who's way too good to be at Swans. He's going to leave the club regardless of whether or not they get relegated. But the thing is, Paul Clement, however you call his name, don't really know. Heard many pronunciations. He really organized that team. They came in with a clear game plan. They knew when to play narrow, when to pack it in. Wouldn't go as far as to say they parked the bus, but they did play defensively. But the plan worked. They scored 3 goals, and what's frustrating though is that all 3 of those goals that Liverpool conceded could have been prevented, and it's a compelling case for Jurgen Klopp to spend in the January transfer window, but who's really out there, we don't know. I don't think Klopp's going to buy anyone, even with that result, but I think it's clear at this point that in all likelihood, barring a complete collapse from Chelsea, that Liverpool's out of the running to win the league. Manchester City's out as well. Really, so that could leave us with potentially just Arsenal and Tottenham if those 2 London sides are up to the task. Because it certainly doesn't seem like Liverpool is at this point. But hey, things can change. No doubt about that. Major hats off to Roberto Firmino. Gave the Reds hope. He equalized and scored the first goal. A header and then that chest control to put down a great finish. Huge credit to him, but it's clear that Liverpool is missing Sadio Mane. Liverpool have not won a game without him this season, and Joel Matip need him back starting as soon as possible. Not even sure if I would drop Clavin for him. I might drop Lovren. It's going to be a tough call, but all I know is that Joel Matip needs to start again. That win for Swansea contradicts what I've been saying for weeks on weeks, that relegation was a certainty for Swans. It is no longer. They're out of the zone. That's the type of win that changes a season, that changes a club's fortune. So, like I said, major credit to them. A shock win for the Swans. Bitter pill to swallow for Liverpool. So I thank you all for tuning in. As always, Reds fans, you'll never walk alone. And please be sure to subscribe to my channel.